right, everybody, welcome to One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Tonight, we've got some people from up the road from where I live in California, Missouri. We're going to introduce them to you in just a moment. But before we go any further, I'm going to introduce that guy that's on the other side of the mountains, Jay Gill. Jay, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Dad?
I'm good, other than my stuff is glitching around me, but I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. It's nice. It kind of gives off this vibe like you're like super special or something.
It's just
I
like
don't
that
know. It's like, look at
glow.
me. Look at me. It's like glowing and flashing.
Yeah, we need to stop
I
that.
don't know. Yeah.
Hey, we got a good program tonight. Are you ready?
Hey, we've got a super exciting program tonight. As you said, we're featuring some key people from California athletics. We've got the activities director tonight, Rick Edwards, and I just got done looking at his handsome face, so I'm excited to bring him on. We got the head girls basketball coach, Bobby Sangster, and I was doing some reading on him today. And did you know that he's on like year 13 or 14, and he hasn't had a losing season yet?
I know.
Blew my mind.
And he's got a great haircut. I love it.
Dude, it's as if he looked at you and said, I want to be just like Mr. Clean.
Well, I don't know about that.
One of the key reasons that his success the last 4 years has been because of one California girl. Her name is Tristan Porter. And Tristan has played a key role on this girls' team. She averages over 15 points a game this past season. She was rewarded with an all-state selection. She's received 4 MVP awards at California. She's been all-district and all-conference. Fun fact for you, on December 17th this past year, she signed with Columbia College, where she committed, and she's going to continue her career playing basketball, and she's going to be playing collegiate sports. I'm like, holy moly, that's awesome. And then 2 days, if you thought that was fun, 2 days later on December 19th, she scored her 1,000th point. Now, I mean, I don't know if I've done anything 1,000 times except eat fries. You know what I'm saying? She scored 1,000 points. That is a huge deal. So welcome to the 1,000-point club. That's awesome. She was also featured in our last issue of Sports Locker magazine. And in that issue, she has a quote. And it's one of my favorite quotes. She says, honestly, all I do is show pigs and play basketball. And I was like, that's awesome. So tonight she's going to talk to some pigs like me, and we're going to talk about basketball. So I don't know if you're ready or not, but I'm ready to dive in. We're going to talk sports and swine, and let's bring on the California Pintos.
All right, that's awesome. What an intro, sports and swine. Hey, you don't get any better than that, right? Hey, look at all those awesome haircuts, Jay. Isn't that awesome?
Boy, I should have made a special occasion. I should have shaved today.
This is the most aerodynamic interview you're ever going to see.
I tell you what, you ain't tricking me.
All right. Hey, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. As you guys can see, there's somebody else with Tristan up there in the corner, and that's her mom, Melanie, which Jay mistook her for an older sister. So, hey.
I thought, I know she has a lot of siblings. Tristan, you're one of 6 kids, I think?
Yes, I'm the third. So I have 2 older brothers and then 3 younger sisters.
I just thought it was one of your siblings. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
No, but you probably made her day by saying that, though. So I'm sure she'll take it.
Very good. Well, hey, we've got a lot of different things we want to dig into tonight. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. I do want to point out, anybody that's watching, if you want to make any comments, feel free to do that in our comment section, and we'll try to make sure that we get you noticed if we can. As a matter of fact, Grandma Jan is watching. Everybody know that? Who's Grandma Jan? Wave to Grandma Jan. All right.
Hi, Grandma Jan.
Very good. With that, Jay, you go ahead and kick her off.
All right, Tristan, start us off hot here. What has been so special about playing basketball here at California High School? What have you learned, and what are you going to miss?
So what's been special is definitely the community support we had. There was always so many fans at our games. There was always people supporting us, like with donations or just coming to our fundraisers, like our Italian dinners we had. And also something special was just being able to play with my sister for 3 years because I mean we grew up playing basketball together forever. And then also the girls that I play with my last 3 years because we all played on the same travel team since like I don't know, like third to seventh grade or whatever it was. So just playing with them forever was so special. And then just playing with a group of girls for 4 years that they all just we loved each other outside of basketball, and that's just something that I don't know you need on a team like more important than anything. Like you have to love each other, or else like you're just not going to connect out there. And I just think that at some schools you can definitely tell that like the girls don't love each other, but you can definitely tell that all of us love each other, and it really showed on the basketball court. And then what was the second part to that question?
I just want to know what are you going to miss about playing at California?
Oh gosh, there's a lot. Well, the team, like we would always do team bonding stuff. Like we would go to Chick-fil-A so many times. We would illegally ride to Chick-fil-A, but we never got caught. We always did team sleepovers. Um, something I'll miss with Sangster is being able to joke around with him because every time that he would do a drill, every single time he would airball the shot, and his excuse every time was, "I can't help it. I'm old, fat, ugly, and have kids." And it was just so funny because that was his response every single time.
Truth hurts.
That is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, we've got
So,
a bunch of people are chiming in here. We've got Grandpa and Grandma Porter are watching. Aunt Betty's watching. Taylor says go CC. So you've got some people rooting you on.
Yep, that's my college coach. So
Yep, very good. Jay, what else were you gonna say there?
yeah, I was going to bring Melanie into the mix now. So, I mean, I kind of want to hear your point of view. You've got to watch Tristan play these 4 years at California. What do you really appreciate about the school?
Just, I mean, kind of like what she said, just the community support is just amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a home game, away game. I mean, the community just completely supports all the sports and, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a good community for sure.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good. And speaking of good community, you got good coaches there, like Mr. Sangster. What's been special about these last 4 years with Tristan, coach, and what have you appreciated about her leadership and the role that she's played on the team?
Oh man, if I could list everything that I appreciate about Tristan, it would take a lot longer than an hour, because she's meant so much to not just our program but our family. Tristan chose to come to California. She had the option to go to other schools, but it was her choice to come here. It was her choice to be a part of our program. It was her choice to be a part of our community, and I considered myself blessed to be able to call myself her head coach for 4 years. Tristan came in and we had a really solid program, and her freshman year we knocked it out of the park and went to the Final Four, and we had some great teammates and great leadership in that senior class and the other classes as well. But Tristan, as a between her freshman and sophomore year, really saw the need for a leadership bridge to occur, and she from day one started working to become a better leader. And her transparency to share her love for basketball and to come out and just share her experiences, her goals, her aspirations, and to hold others accountable, to get to those goals and to see those things happen. And it wasn't just in her teammates. She held herself accountable. The basketball is full of a ton of adversity. It's a hard sport. And, you're always coming up. And like you said, she got to play alongside her sister for 3 years. And a lot of these girls consider herself a sister to Tristan. But she was able to be her own person. And she never asked anyone to do anything she wasn't willing to do. And I cherish that, and I hope that's her legacy, that people look upon and look emulate. And it's one of those great things that she not only saw the standard, but she raised the bar. And I can't thank her enough for everything that she's done for me and my program, our program. And it's going to be sad to see her go, but I'm really grateful that I get to follow her for 4 years at Columbia College.
That's great. Yeah, it's going to be good for mom too, being a little bit closer, right?
Yeah, just a little. Very grateful for that.
Yeah, well, you've left your mark there, and obviously we've got some more people chiming in. Molly Van Dyne Mawson says the Mawsons are watching in Lynn, and Jack Warren says he's watching too. So anybody that wants to make a comment, ask a question, feel free to do that, and we'll try to fit you in. But we got to talk to the man that's been there for a while, and he's got some stuff that he's going to tell us about tonight. But Jay, go ahead and talk to that guy over in the corner with the other awesome haircut.
Yeah, he's representing the other side of the screen, so I appreciate that. My man Rick. Rick, when you live in a community and you have a family like the Porters, you've got to experience a lot of similarities and differences between each kid. What is something that you've really enjoyed about Tristan's time in the Pinto hallways and on the court?
Well, I think first and foremost, if you get past the basketball, she's a really good, well-rounded individual. She's a great kid. She's very kind. She's very compassionate to the other students in the building, and she's an extremely good student. And I think those things are extremely important besides just the basketball. On the basketball side of things, she's an extremely hard worker. I've been here 23 years, and there's been nobody that's outworked her. There's been some kids that have worked maybe as hard, but no one has outworked her. She's constantly in the gym, shooting, honing her skills. She's at camp. She's putting in extra work. She plays in leagues. Her coachability is outstanding. And because of all that, she's extremely game smart. And so all those things, like I said, to start with, it makes her a really good, well-rounded individual.
You were talking about that hard work. Tristan, I know you had said something on on your Twitter account that you had made 123 free throws in a row. Is that right?
I think it was 132.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would say that too, because
that.
Yeah, that's definitely better. My goodness, that's a ridiculous amount. I don't even know what that sounds like or looks like. That's great. So obviously you put a lot of work into your craft, and it paid off on the court. So great job. Who was it that you were basically saying, I got 132? What about you? Was it a particular coach?
So Greg Loxton, which is my Phenom AAU coach, I can't remember what it was. It was somewhere in the hundreds, and I was just bound to beat him, and it took me forever. But as soon as I beat him, I called him, and I was like, I just beat you. Like, you're going to have to make more than this. And, like, he was like, there's no way. I don't believe you. So then I went out there and did it again, and that's when I actually got 132. Because the first time I think I got like 127. So, yeah, I was bound to beat him.
How long did that take?
I have no idea, honestly.
Jay, you've probably Jay's probably hit like 200 in a row, right?
Are we talking about dipping them chicken nuggies? Because I can dip some chicken nuggets, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
I ain't shooting that many balls, though. I mean, honestly, though, that takes so much time, dedication. Like, what motivated you? Like, I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm just going to keep working hard and practicing my craft. Where did that drive come from, Tristan?
Well, goal setting is definitely something like that. Like, I just love doing. Like, when I was in, I think it was 5th grade, I had set a goal that me and Elizabeth would go to the Final Four, and that's what we did my freshman year. So I'm just a really big goal setter, and that's what just helps me get all the accomplishments that I get. But my competitive drive definitely came.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no.
Competitive drive definitely came from my siblings because, like, even when we were younger, we rode the bus to elementary school. We would race to the bus every single day. Like, it was a competition with everything. It was a competition who got in the car first, who showered first, anything. Like, we just made everything a competition. Like, that's how we still are.
who showers first? That's a good competition because you want the hot water.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yep.
her.
Yep, and it's usually me.
She wins.
Be her. All right, awesome. Hey, this first segment is flying by. So, Jay, I know you had a question for Melanie. Maybe we can hit that when we come back. But let's go ahead and do our first sponsor with Diesel Power Plus right there in California, Missouri.
Every nation bow before him, bow before my Lord. Let every nation bow before him, bow before my Lord. Rulers and kingdoms will adore and bow before my Lord.
All right, Diesel Power Plus right out there on 87 and Highway 50. I haven't shown it yet, but they've got a new place out there, an ice cream shop called the Dairy Barn. And I've seen photos of the ice cream. I'm going to have to try the ice cream. So I don't know if any of you guys have or not yet, but they're pretty excited about all that stuff out there. So make sure you head out to Diesel Power Plus out there and tell Delton and Ashley Rissler you said hello. All right, Jay, we're in the second segment. Why don't you go ahead and finish up your question that you had for Melanie before the last break?
Absolutely. Melanie, if you have a kid like Tristan who has that much drive and wants to compete, like what did that take for you? I mean, you obviously have, more kids. She said that she's one of 6. So how are you able to balance, like, trying to get Tristan all of the, meet all of her needs and keep the family household going? How did you do it, Wonder Woman?
Well, if you ask the other kids, they would say that she's like the golden child
And the princess.
and the princess, and what Tristan wants, she gets. But yeah, before she could drive, she constantly would want to be in the gym, wanted to go to a gym somewhere. If she didn't have practice, it didn't matter. She still wanted to be a gym. So we just always had to be on guard to take her somewhere to just help her to get better. And but most of the time we did everything as a family also. If one of us went to the gym, we all would go to the gym. But yeah, she's definitely the golden child, they say.
All right. So did she get her basketball ability from you, Mom, or did she get the basketball
Definitely
from
not.
you, Mom, or Dad?
Definitely not. No.
Okay. Trey Porter says golden child for sure.
That's my oldest brother.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And Janice Mooney
They
Morton
love her.
says,
We're all proud of her. And
yeah, Janice Mooney Morton says, awesome parents. So there you go. Mr. Edwards, hey, what do you think about this guy in the middle here, Coach Sangster, and what do you appreciate about him and what he's meant to California high school as well as to the student athletes?
Well, Coach Sangster's meant a lot to this community, to this building, to these kids that he coaches. But probably most people don't know this, but I think it's been 18 years, correct, Bobby, that you've coached? I think
I somewhere in there. It's been a long time.
So 18 years, 3 at Green City and 15 here. He's averaging slightly below 20 wins a season for his career. And that's outstanding. That's outstanding. I mean, there probably isn't just a handful of coaches that have coached that many years that are averaging that many wins. And that's like the second best thing about Coach Sangster. He does a great job of developing kids athletically and as people. And I think that second part is extremely important. He teaches them life lessons. If you watch one of our games, you see our sideline playing, not playing, cheering for one another, supporting one another, caring for one another on the sideline. And everywhere you look, you see positive vibes. He's been a big supporter of the Ledbetter Academy, which is a group of people that have a bunch of really good college coaches, pro coaches that come together and they talk about how do you build a program. And I think that Coach Sangster's learned a lot from that, going to those, attending those, being part of some talk groups in that community. And it's something that really speaks of his how honing his craft and what the basketball community means to him. He focuses on the kids. He focuses on their well-being and getting them better athletically so he can average 20 wins a season, but also making them better human beings. And I think that's second part is the most important part of that, answering that question.
That's awesome. That is a mark of a very special man, and I know that's been said a lot about you, Coach. And we don't have a lot of interaction with you yet, but we're going to hopefully have more of that. And we just appreciate what you do, and I know the Porters appreciate everything that you've done too.
Well, thank you guys so much. I thought Rick was going to say the best part about me was my haircut, but I'll take that instead.
That's great. Hey Jay, we'll go ahead with the next one.
Coach, I mean, like he laid out this really awesome, resume for you, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm just super impressed, and so I just want to know, like, what's your coaching philosophy? What do you teach the kids? And then why do you love these student athletes so much?
Well, I don't know how much I teach them. I try to help them a little bit if I can, but all of my accolades have been because I've been really blessed to coach some really great people. And Tristan is one of those that I include in, and they're all my girls. And that's one thing that I've been really blessed with is I've had great community support. I've had great support from my administration, and mostly is the love and the trust that I have from the girls and my players. And as far as coaching philosophy, we want to go out and we want to help the girls grow. This game's all about finding success. We want to give them answers for problems because basketball and all athletics are games of adversity. And we want to try to help guide them through those adversities and how they respond to those adversities. And in turn to that, we hopefully can give them the tools that they need. Most basketball players that I coach, they're gonna play this game in high school for 4 years. But I hopefully can give them the tools and give them some strength to last the next 40 years. And Tristan's one of the lucky few to continue her athletic career. And I'm so proud of that. And she deserves every bit of it because she's worked at it and she's honed God-given talents to come out and be able to play at the next level. So, we want to create experiences. We want to create as many positive experiences as we can to create memories. And we want to, learn from all the negative experiences because life's not all sunshine and rainbows. So we want to be able to come in and give these girls the strength and the confidence to make it through tough times and make it through to have answers when things seem bleak. And I know basketball is just a game, but if we can somehow relate that to life and we can somehow continue to grow these girls and to grow these athletes and help give them confidence and help give them strength, that's really what we're aiming for. Winning and losing is all part of it. But we really want to control what we can control, and that's the special part. That's the thing we really look for, and all of our success is going to depend on how these girls grow and where they go in their life and in their journey.
That's great. We do learn from some different things, and I think I just learned that, well, it did it again, but I had my ceiling fan on, and I think that was causing it, but that's not causing the glitch. So, well, I thought I did. Hey, Tristan, what have you learned from Coach Sangster, and what are some of your favorite memories playing for him?
I've learned a lot from him. One thing that I really learned is that I have just as much power to come to him and tell him hey, I see this going on, and I know he'll listen to me. Sometimes he might argue about no, that's not going to work, or sometimes be yeah, that's a good idea. But I've just learned like that it's okay to come to a coach with ideas because they're gonna listen to you. Because at the end of the day, like they really just want to be your friends. And like I know Sangster will be my friend at the end of the day, and he's always gonna be there for me whenever I need him. Something else that I've learned, and he tried to instill it to me into my head this year, which it kind of got through like at the end of the year, but he tried to tell me like that I'm not big and like I can't just shoot a layup every time. So I need to shoot the pull-up jumper, which is something that I feel like I have gotten better at, and something like that I'll have to take to come to college with me because obviously most girls are gonna be bigger than me in college, and like the pull-up jumper just still had to be something I use. Something else I learned too was like what I said earlier, like that is just as important to have like love for each other off the court as it is on the court because it just carries over completely. And as far as memories go, definitely the state championship game my freshman year. That was a lot of fun. And then the California tournament championship my junior year. The community courts there were so amazing too. And then our summer workouts when he brought donuts like every other week. That was pretty fun. And then when he brought Susie
I don't know, is
to the
that
workouts,
often?
so I tried to get him to make that often, but it wasn't. But and also when he brought Susie to practices or open gyms or whatever, like little kids looking up to me is just something like, oh, sorry, Susie's his daughter. How old is she? 5 or something like that?
She's 4.
Four. Yeah. But just little kids being inspired by me is something like that I've always wanted to happen. And she would always want to do the ladder drills with me, go through defensive slides with me, just literally do anything with me. And I absolutely loved it. I don't know. There's been a lot, but those are definitely some of my top memories.
Donuts, I think, are a lot of people's favorite memories, aren't they?
She started speaking my language, and I thought, boy, we can talk donuts. You're talking about all these drills and running, and no, that's not for me. Let's talk donuts.
Jay, what's your favorite donut, by the way?
My favorite donut? Oh, you cannot go wrong with one of those jelly-filled, like that the cherry jelly filled with the white powder all over your face. Oh, boy, everyone's jealous because they know you just had a good day.
I would see
everyone knows.
Jay, man, we got to change your life, buddy. We got a little gas station here in town that makes these cinnamon twist things. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Come to California, make it to a girls' basketball workout. I'll bring donuts, and we will change your life, brother. We will help you out. We will give you an experience that you will remember from here on out. May ruin you. You may end up looking as big as me, man. It's trouble, but it's worth it.
We just need to stop this interview. I'm going to catch a flight. I'm heading to Missouri. I'm so excited. Oh man,
made fresh every morning, man. They're hard to beat.
I love it. But Tristan, keep talking to you a little bit. I mean, you kind of touched on a little bit about Columbia College. I'm excited to kind of learn more. I kind of want to hear about the recruiting process, how all that went, and then you already touched on how you're going to carry on what Coach Sangster taught you. So I kind of just want to hear about the college experience itself. How did all that go?
So Coach Russell, which is the Columbia College coach, was also my AAU coach for like 3 years. I don't know. He just obviously watched me like every tournament, and then he finally gave me an offer. I don't know when was that.
April. It was during the pandemic.
It was in April. Yeah, we had a Zoom call because it was during the pandemic and whatever, and he gave me an offer. It was like so awesome. And then as far as deciding where to commit to, like I just couldn't think of like a bad reason of why I didn't want to go there. So I'm like, why not go? Like I kept trying to think of bad things about it and what other colleges had that they didn't, and they literally they checked every box that I wanted to have at a college. So I'm like, why not go there? And all the girls, I know all of them because they played on Phenoms too. So I'm close with them. And I'm of course close with Coach P because he's my coach. And then it's only like an hour from home, so like all my family can still be there. And just my family being there, like they've been there for me forever. So like the support, it's just something that I really love about it. I don't know, Columbia College just feels like home to me, and it's just somewhere like where I've always wanted to go. I feel like, and I don't know, I'm really excited about it. But there's definitely going to be things I miss, but I'm still excited about it.
Well, Tristan, I have to know this before we go to this last break here, real quick. Is that who is the loudest family member that you hear in the stands?
Oh, I don't know.
That's tough.
Honestly,
Good, good
That's
loud or
tough.
bad loud?
it would. I don't know. I would have to say probably Trey, which is my oldest brother.
Or dad, if you do something dumb.
My dad doesn't normally yell except for when I do something dumb or miss like a layup or something. That's about all he yells. But like it's never something like I don't know how to describe it. Like he's never like yelling up at the top of the lungs like he's so mad at me. Like he wouldn't ever do that. It's just something he's yelling at me to like do better at. And then Trey on the other hand, he
Goes crazy.
just goes crazy. He doesn't care.
That's awesome. Jay knows about my family a little bit, and it could almost be embarrassing, but they are so loud. My grandmother got kicked out of my baseball game because she was so loud and causing the umpire a lot of problems, and so she was like 4'6", and she got kicked out of the game and was not happy about it. But my mom, my sisters, everybody yells. So Jay,
They're loud.
Jay, you yell. I've heard you yell.
Well, of course, I get excited. I have this loud, booming voice. I should use it.
Yeah, but not during miniature golf. That's not a good thing.
I mean, hit it into the hole. Just get into the hole.
All right.
It's frustrating.
Well, hey, we got one more segment to go. Let's go ahead and do our last sponsor here, CNS Business Services, and then we'll be right back.
Stephanie with CNS Business Services. CNS is averaging around 30 different job openings with multiple positions within those 30 jobs. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're looking for variety in employment choices, CNS has you covered. Check out details on our website about the job openings and apply online or at our office at 1731 South Ridge Drive. Thanks.
To CNS.
You know, there are a lot of jobs that are out there that are open and available. So if anybody needs a job or you know somebody needs one, make sure that you contact them at CNS Business Services. They have lots of positions to fill. So they do a fantastic job there. Hey, Jay, more donuts, buddy. My sister, your Aunt Jacqueline, she is in Salina, and she said she just lives down the street from an amazing donut shop. So you can make your way across several states getting donuts wherever you go.
This sounds like the perfect road trip.
You will have come weighing a certain amount and then 20 pounds heavier when you get back home.
No kidding. No kidding. We just talked about it, and the scale's already going, oh, yeah, that's 5 more pounds, buddy. Just for thinking about it.
Your kids, my grandchildren, they have developed that love for donuts as well.
Unfortunately, it's true. It's true. It just means more running. I just got to text Coach Sangster, say, give me more drills, and Tristan can attest to it. He'll give you drills. You know what I'm saying? He makes you run. It's good.
That's great. Tristan, you're at the end of your California high school career. What would you say to your younger siblings and to their classmates about taking advantage of the opportunities there at California?
There's definitely several opportunities at California, but I think the one that most people need to take advantage of is the one that I took most advantage of, which was going to get the keys from Sangster's house literally anytime I wanted to. All you had to do is text him or call him, and he'd have them ready for you, and you can use them as long as you want. And then you could also, the track's always open, so you can always go there, get runs in, get in shape, run the stairs, do any of that. I don't know, there was a lot of advantages in California, but definitely the one I think, especially younger kids, should take advantage of is going to get the keys from his house.
What did you enjoy? Did you really like the colors of the school? I mean, those colors pop. They are awesome.
I mean, I didn't really care too much about the colors, but I'd always grew up playing on teams that are blue or white. So, I mean, I guess that could be a little bit of why I decided to go to California, but I don't know. The colors didn't really have anything to do with it.
Well, my daughter, Katie, who's the photographer for the magazine, she loves the colors for the track, the softball field, all the different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of her favorites. So, very good. Hey, Jay, why don't you go on with the next question for Rick?
Rick, I'm going to bring you back into the show. We want to hear from you, bud. We just kind of want to hear about the future. I know this school year is about to end. We were talking about that. I know you've got a lot of projects coming up with some schools. I just want to hear what's the future of California.
Well, I think what the goal is to hire the best directors and the best coaches so we can get our kids reaching their potential, both as athletes, performers, and as they grow older as human beings. And I think that's the main goal. It's always been the goal since I've been doing this, and it's something that I try really hard to get. And sometimes it's hard to get. There has to be a teaching position open. There has to be a job for them in the district before we can hire them. And then from there, then I go and hire them as coaches. And so that's the main goal. I try to hire the best people that we can get and put staffs together that are good. And so we can give these incoming athletes and performers the best that we can give them.
Well, and you've done a fantastic job with that. And I just want to say on behalf of all of us at Sports Locker how much we appreciate all the hard work that you've done as far as getting us these student athletes for our interviews, student athletes like Tristan and others. You guys, it's always very welcoming when we come in and you have everybody ready to go. And we really appreciate that, don't we, Jay?
Oh, absolutely. It makes it very smooth. And every student we've met with have just been super fantastic from that school. So thank you very much.
If I would have go ahead.
We have really good kids here. And so, to send you kids that are you don't have to worry about when they get there, when you guys get there to interview them and to take pictures, it's pretty easy to do.
Well, it is, and it's a lot of fun. One thing we have noticed, though, and this is one of the things my daughter would tell you, is that it seems like every time we come to California, the wind picks up. And when we're outside, it's like it's 20 degrees colder wherever it is that we go. Doesn't matter what time of the year. What is the deal with that?
The football field is the windiest place in Montauk County. I'm convinced of that. After coaching track here for as many years as we've had the track, I'd leave the middle school and I'd say, okay, I can do shorts and T-shirt. And I'd get over here and get to the track, and I'd be in a winter coat by the end of practice. So it is one of the windiest places in Montauk County.
All right. Katie, do you hear that? That is your explanation right there. So as a photographer, I can't tell you how many times we've had a girl outside and her hair is blowing in the wind. I mean, you want some of that dramatic flair, but not that much. So that's good. Hey, Coach Sangster, tell us a little bit about what your plans are going into next year and beyond.
Well, I guess the first thing kind of to piggyback on what Tristan said is I want to be available for my players. That's one of the things that I think is a big development process for our program. Like she says, come get the keys, and then I go up and open the gym for them and are able to putter around and do the things that I need to do while they get their work in and just be available for them. We get into our program we get out of our program what we put into it. And, I want to be able to continue to help guide these girls and guide everyone and guide our program on its basketball journey. And every girl's going to have a unique experience. And I hope that I can do something to enhance that experience. And, if I can give them the tools they need to be successful, then I feel like I've done my job. But like I said, we just want to keep building the program and not measure it in wins and losses. But measure it in how many girls come back to visit when they're gone, and the lives that they lead, and to see them grow and have their own families, and those are the things that are really special and heartwarming to me to see their successes in their life and in their journey, and I'm excited to see where Tristan goes and to follow her in her career and to see her as she builds her family, and they're all my girls, and it's heartwarming for me, and I'm very proud of all of them, and I'm especially proud of this one. She's meant a lot to me for the last 4 years, and hopefully she keeps calling me coach for the next 40.
That's great. Hey, I wanted to say, by the way, I saw in that video, I don't know if you remember seeing at the beginning, that pass behind the back, that was pretty awesome. I liked it.
Yeah, that was also to Shell too. So
Her sister.
yeah, Shell's my sister, so that was even more special. That was to her.
Very good. Hey, this is what this whole interview is all about. This next question right here, Coach Sangster, Rick. This I know you've been waiting for this one too. Jay, go ahead.
Boy, I know I got people hook, line, and sinker with my introduction when I was talking about the pigs, the swine and sports, baby. This is one of my last questions, so I'm very happy to ask it. Tristan, we can't leave today without talking about the pigs. Please tell me all about the swine. And in the interview, you even said showing the swine, the pigs, has helped you become better at basketball. Oh, please talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me. I need this.
Okay, so I'm sure my brother is just dying for me to answer this question because he's like the head of like the pigs now. Because he kind of took over my dad's job because my dad just doesn't have time to do it anymore. So Trey took over it. It's just been something my family's done since I was little. I think my dad's dad was one that started showing pigs maybe, and then ever since then we've won the state fair. I don't know how many times. I know Trey won it in 2014. Um, but as far as helping me on the basketball court, it's just like basketball. Like you can't just show up to the rink and expect to win. Like it takes all the behind the scene work, like bathing your pigs, cleaning their pens, feeding them, walking them daily, getting them tamed because some of them just like to run wild. Um, I don't know. I'm the type of person that hates to lose more than I love winning. So just the hard work that it takes for basketball and the showing pigs, like I don't know. It's just I don't know. They're kind of the same because it takes a lot of hard work to raise a good pig and to keep it and to keep it a good pig and I don't know. But it's definitely helped me a lot in the basketball court and it's kind of where I got my competitive drive from, just because everyone on the show pig there's like a show pig circuit like and everything like everyone it's so much money like everyone wants to win, so everyone's just competitive with it.
Hey, we got a great comment here. Trey says, "I will keep this in mind when it comes time to clean those pins again."
My thing is I like to help more than what I actually like showing them. Trey thinks I'm crazy for that, but I know he appreciates that. But I don't know. I'd rather help than I would actually show them.
Very good. Hey, Melanie, tell us a little bit about that and the kids and just being involved in that part in family business, that type of thing. Tell us a little bit about that.
About the pigs?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm probably not the best show mom there is. I mean, I'll go over there, when they're cleaning pens, but we have enough kids that mom does not need to help do that. I clean enough stuff at the house, so that's not my job. If they're going to be showing the pigs, they're going to do the work. But yeah, we travel to several pig shows together, and I do all the behind the scenes stuff, packing the snacks and making sure everybody has all the clothes they need. And so, but yeah, I'm not the show mom that gets in there with the pigs and does stuff.
That's
I think
awesome.
my husband wishes I was, but
That's a good title though, show mom. I mean, that's pretty good.
Show
yeah.
mom.
Hey, Michael
Right.
Club.
But
Michael Club.
the girls always have to have their hair fixed for the pig show, so that was my thing. So I did help a little bit.
Hey, Michael Club mentioned that this is a great family, and he's up there at Carpet Values, and I think he had a daughter you probably played a little bit with, right?
Yep, Page Club. Yep.
Yeah. So, how special was that playing with a lot of these other players around Mid Missouri?
Oh, it was awesome, and it definitely made me a better player too. It was always weird to play against them, but like it always wanted to make me beat them even more because they were on my team. So I'm like, oh well, like if I beat them, like that's just gonna be awesome. So it definitely helped me wanting to win. I mean, I'm a winner as it is, but playing against my summer teammates just made me want to win even more.
Very good. Hey, Jay, I'm going to change things up a little bit. We're just going to ask final comments here, real quick, from Coach Sangster and Rick, and then
Yeah.
one more from Tristan. So, Coach Sangster, any final comments you want to make about Tristan, the Porter family, California athletics, anything?
Well, I got a ton of people that I could thank. I wish Tristan all the best and luck in her future, and thank Doug and Melanie for all the sacrifices they've put in their family, and hopefully I can hang around long enough to coach a few more porters, but they've been so fantastic to work with. The support that they give to not only their kids but the entire program, to everybody. They are definitely pulling in the right direction. They give energy to everybody, and they're rooting for everybody, and that's really what we want and what we need. And the leadership that Coach Edwards has provided for us for the past 7 years has been invaluable. Our administration has been fantastic, and just our whole community. I've been here for, I think, 13, 14 years, something like that, and it seems like that I've been here forever, but I've also just gotten, because it's been that type of loving, caring, accepting environment, and I'm proud to be a part of it, and hopefully I get to continue to be a part of that for a long, long time, because I've got 3 young kids, and I hope every single one of them graduate Pinto.
That's great. Rick, how about you? Any final words?
I think he muted himself.
Rick, we think you muted yourself.
Oh.
Are you there?
Thing going here on our.
All right. We'll go on over here to. Yeah, that's good. We'll move on over here to Tristan, Melanie. Any last words?
Well, I first just want to say thank you to Kirk and Jay for having us. I really appreciated this. And then for Sangster and Rick, thank you so much for taking your time out of your night.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, guys.
Okay, you want me to keep talking, Rick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Rick and Sangster, just thanks for everything you've done for me and my family. And then to Lady Pinto Nation, thanks for being the best community support that there is, and just show me what hometown support really is. And I thank you all for being little support, or being a big part of all the accolades that I was able to achieve, because I definitely think that you all had a part in doing that.
Very good. Rick, we'll try again here real quick. Any final words? You were cutting out there a minute ago. It's still cutting out. So, all right. We appreciate you, Rick, and we know that you've got some good things to say about Jay and his love for donuts. And so, if you guys will hold on real quick after the show, but I've always got to give Jay the final words, so we're going to let him do that real quick, and then we'll come right back to you guys after we go off the air. Thank you so much for being a part of the program tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right, Jay, man, that was a great program.
Oh man, fantastic people. I wish we could have got to hear Rick there at the end. I know we were having some technical difficulties. We talk about that, when we're doing online. There is always an opportunity for some technical difficulties, but that's quite all right. Rick, great job. You have always done like Kirk said, you've always done such a great job for Sports Locker. Provided us with just awesome students. You provided us with awesome students. And
go ahead.
Yeah. And so, we just really appreciate all the work you put in, and it obviously shows. Coach Sangster, my man, you're introducing me to some donuts. I will be back in Missouri come October. You better believe I'm going to hit you up. We are going to get some donuts, and we are going to just rock and roll, and then I'm going to make you do some drills. You give me the drills, I'll do those, so you can keep me in shape too. But what a humble man. You read about him, you read about a lot of his accomplishments, what he's done in his time there, and I just loved his answer. It was not about me. It's all about the kids. He's in the back seat, and he just appreciates what the kids have been able to do for him. So that just shows you his heart. And so thank you for sharing that. And then obviously, Melanie, Tristan, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Melanie, Wonder Woman, Super Mom, you're keeping the family going. And so just awesome job, awesome family. You should be super proud. And Tristan, just what a ball player. All between scoring, between passing, the ability to be, she got to play with her sister for 3 years. I mean, just all of it. She leads the team. What an awesome person. Uh, I was fortunate to be able to meet with her and do that interview and the photo shoot when we were in town. And so just super awesome to meet her. And you're just an awesome young lady. Have fun in college. We're definitely going to keep up with you. We'd love to even have you on in the future just to get updates and talk about how great, college basketball's going. So anyways, good luck to you. God bless. Godspeed. And we're just super excited to have you on the show tonight. One Nation, what an awesome show we had. Thank you all for tuning in. As you know, you need to like, comment, share our page. Keep blasting it out there. That way we can bring you great content every week. This is Kirk and Jay, and this is One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. Thank you guys so much, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.